you okay?
Yeah, not bad.
Are you enjoying your Reading experience this year?
It's a bit full on today, to be honest. Yeah, a bit much.
Hectic schedule. You'll get through it, you'll be
A
fine.
bit frazzled. How are you feeling?
Yeah, pretty good. I went to bed early last night and had no beers, so I feel like for the first time ever at a Reading festival, I feel sensible.
Vitalised.
Last year and the year before, I had like horrendous hangovers, so it's not like it's the biggest day of the year for rock music. Our biggest festival of the year, and I'm like, so I feel like I've done a good thing.
So you're finally professional?
Yeah, it's taken 5 years, but I'm eventually professional.
You're retaining your professionalism for once.
Is it a big fat lie?
No, actually, Barry, you're the least professional of a lot of us, aren't you?
Right, expand.
Barry's always drinking before gigs, aren't you, nowadays?
Well, just the one.
Just a cup, just two or three.
Just the one. It's just a slight spiritual lubrication before we go on stage. Yeah, that's what it is.
Are you buying it?
Still plays well, so it's alright, it doesn't matter. It's
You
fine.
can get away.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about the whole 5 years in a row thing, because I didn't think that was allowed.
We're breaking rules. That's our style.
Rebels.
Yeah.
I know our friends Enter Shikari, I'm pretty sure they've done it 5 years in a row.
Oh, they have actually. You're right. Yeah.
But apart from that, yeah, I don't think you were allowed to do that.
It's good. That's good company to be in, though.
Yeah. So, look how angry that guy looks, dude.
Furious.
Oh, why? How can you be so angry? He's playing Reading. Anyway, sorry.
It's distracting.
Fuck knows. I don't know. I'm sorry. I got really distracted there.
So when you know you're doing your 5th year, do you get like all the recordings of the past years and go, okay, that worked that year, we were good that year, we've
never really been a band to sit down and like watch ourselves, have we?
No.
It's more just in the moment, you know if something's worked or not. Usually.
Yeah, we've made a lot of mistakes. Well, every band makes mistakes, but you just know what they are and you just don't do them the next time.
Do you find you're all usually on the same page after a gig? Because I've spoken to some bands who've gone, that was the best gig ever, and others have been like, I hated that one.
No, we're never. Barry sometimes comes off stage like saying none of the stuff sounded good, everything was awful, and it's like rubbish, and like there's always two people who thought it was the best gig they've ever played, and two people that are like, that was rubbish. Yeah.
That's kind of your personalities in the studio as well, though, isn't it? Like you kind of have differing views on where you want to go with things, and then you just find kind of a happy medium that kind of encompasses everything.
Dilute yourself to the point where it's mediocre and average.
No one said that.
Well,
Or are you saying that?
Well, I mean, maybe because I suppose if you have one person's vision, there's more chance of it being exciting and fresh and new. But once you all start to get involved, it's like anything, I suppose, isn't it? Collaborations can be good, but at what point does the collaboration become just a bit like watered down?
Yeah, or just a mush of...
Too many cooks. It's a classic. The saying's not for nothing.
Too many cooks in the studio.
Maybe 4 is a good amount of cooks.
Maybe 4 is a good amount of cooks. It's working for us. So.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Now it's like a year on from The Great Divide coming out, pretty much. Now you've lived with it for a year. Are there songs that have come out from the floor and you think, actually, I like that a bit more now, or ones that you thought had longevity that are a bit grating on you now?
Absolutely, because, I mean, really, an album, once it's committed and once it's printed and pressed and it's out there, it's basically a snapshot of what you thought was cool at the time. But like anything, trends and tastes and fashion and your own tastes and evolve daily and weekly, and so it's inevitable that over time you're going to be like, that song is a bit schneid or rubbish, or this song is great. So like, but that's the nature of art. I'm sure there's like painters who do like fill this beautiful canvas and 2 weeks later are like, oh, what was I thinking? You know, it's like anything.
Everyone has to go back and play songs that the fans love, and that's the reason they're the band that they are. But
can you say which one is there one that comes to mind that you're like, that song?
I'll tell you what, there's a song called I'm an Animal on the album that I wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of in the studio, but it wasn't until we took the song into a live setting that I feel like the song really became its own. So that was one that really surprised me off the record. Yeah.
I'll be like PC and just keep it at that.
Keep it brief.
Let's not slag the songs you don't like.
That one's shite.
I'm guessing though, after a year of touring those songs, you're about ready to get back in the studio and knuckle down on some new songs now. Or are you just like gagging to do that?
We've we've kind of got some time booked, and we know who we're working with, and we're going to make the majority of it this year, like towards the end of the year. So it's quite exciting. We're nearly there.
Yeah,
exciting.
I watched an interview where you and Sam are kind of having a tussle about the direction. He wanted it to be really dark lyrically, and you're like, I'm quite happy, I'd quite like it to be a happy one. So
I know, but now in the last little while, I think that everything we're writing seems to be getting like darker. The thing is, we're happier than we've ever been, like individually, and I think we're in a better place than we've ever been as a band. But yeah, so fuck knows what we're doing. I don't know, actually. Yeah, but it is definitely getting darker.
It'll be interesting to see how it unfolds, won't it?
Yeah.
Do you think touring on the road's made you a bit darker because maybe you've seen things that you've made you a bit cynical about certain things, or?
Barry, you saw a dead body the other day.
I'm pretty sure I saw a dead guy 2 weeks ago in South Africa, and it's kind of really haunted me since then. I've kind of had this weird mental image in my head, so that wasn't very nice. So I mean, that is a pretty extreme
that will do it.
circumstance of what you're talking about, but you know, things, I mean, I guess, you know, touring the world just opens you up to so many things that you would normally see in any other, well, not many other jobs. So like,
I know
we do get exposed to a lot that we wouldn't have been if it wasn't for this band. So you know, it does change you as a person, but I hope for the better.
Yeah.
Apart from me being like traumatised and like waking up in the middle of the night and
Who are you going to catch while you're here over the weekend? Have you got time to do that, or are you locked in here?
Oh, but yeah, we went to see Foles earlier on. That was brilliant.
They were great. I watched Nothing But Thieves as well.
Yeah.
We took them out on tour at the beginning of last year, and we're fans of the band, so I went to see them, and they were really great earlier on today.
One of my favourite bands at the moment, Everything are playing on our stage, so I'm going to try and see them. I think I think we've got time at that point to go and see them. And I really want to see Wolf Alice, but we played a couple of festivals with them this summer, and they're brilliant, but I don't know if we're going to get a chance to with all this.
I think they're going to be huge, that band. There's a lot of buzz around.
Yeah, I hope so. It's a good album, and they're really nice, so I hope they deserve it, you know what I mean?
Great band, yeah.
Now, referring back to the album again, I remember last time I did a long one with you, you talked about Gil Norton.
Yeah.
You worked with, now, is he a likely partner again, or have you got someone else?
No, this time we made 2 albums with him, well, 1 and 3/4, and we just kind of like, I suppose it's like with anything, you once you've done something once, if it worked, try again, and it did work again, but you don't want to just keep doing the same thing over and over again. He's still like a great friend and a brilliant producer, but I think we need to go somewhere different, and then maybe do something again later, you know?
Yeah.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Now I have just one question to wrap it off topic. Ramesh wanted to know if you've made any crisp and sandwich combos lately. Important question.
Holy shit, right. Ramesh recorded our first ever EP in Wales. He's still a really, really good friend of ours. And there's quite a common thing in Scotland where you put crisps on a sandwich.
Cool.
Right, but he was like completely blissfully unaware. So he'd been eating all these sandwiches that had no crunch whatsoever. So we introduced him to crisps on a sandwich, and it revolutionised his lunchtimes.
And his life.
Lunchtimes have never been the same since. So I'll let him know the next level recipe later on when I see him. It can't be divulged publicly. It's too top secret.
Can I know it?
He has.
Am I in the gang?
Maybe off camera.
Ramesh is honestly like the best person. I think. Yeah. What's he always say? What was a vibe, Cardiff? That's it.
Yeah. And hello. Loves Lionel. I better get you go, but have a great day. Lovely
Thanks
to see you
much.
again.
Nice
All
to
the
see you
best.
too.
Thank you.